Shortstop for shortstop. And at the time, they thought that the Padres got the better deal because the Padres got Gary Templeton and the Cardinals got Ozzie Smith. Now, Gary Templeton could hit. He was a pretty good fielder, but he was a much better hitter than Ozzie Smith. But as you know, Ozzie Smith obviously was a much, much better player than Gary Templeton at the end of the day. Gary Templeton had a few good years, but then he kind of faded into the sunset. While Ozzie Smith shined when he got over to the Cardinals. He actually was, probably because he was playing on the Padres, nobody knew about him. But once he got over to the big time over in St. Louis, he became an instant star with that team and played on some World Series teams. And, Gary Templeton, that's one thing he was known for. He did have some ass-kicking sideburns, that's for sure. But Ozzie Smith, he originally played with the Padres and then had a great career with the Cardinals. While Gary Templeton, he had a good career, but nothing close to Ozzie Smith. That's for sure. Now, I know it's only me and Easy Kill, so I don't want to kill Easy Kill with somebody, because I could give you some real obscure guys that I don't want, you're not going to even, I don't even know if you remember these guys I could give you. But I'll give you a guy. Oh, man. I'll give you an old-time guy. A guy back in the early 80s that played for I'm going to say, well, I shouldn't say who they played for, otherwise I give it away. How about Rickey Henderson? Who did Rickey Henderson originally play for? I don't get too many FUs, but I like when I get them from Easy Kill. Appreciate it. The more FUs I get, the better. That means I'm doing something right. What team did Rickey Henderson originally play for? Now, Rickey Henderson's another guy, great player, but a guy that never really stuck around. I mean, not that he didn't play for, a long time on these teams, because he had a long career, but he was on a lot of teams. If you remember, Rickey Henderson played for the Yankees, the Mets. He was on the Blue Jays, I think. He was on Oakland A's. You got it right there. That's right, Oakland. He was the rookie back in, I think, 1980. If you recall, I remember collecting cards. Thankfully, he was one of the first cards, I think, that was worth a lot of money that I had in my collection. I don't know how much it's worth nowadays, but Rickey Henderson rookie card, it still gets you quite a couple of bucks for that one. And it should be. I mean, for one point, I had a Rickey Henderson, was a really, really sharp card. And I think I went to a couple of shows back in the day. And card was selling for like $200. Was that right? Yeah, Easy Kill says that Rickey Henderson was the bat boy when he was a younger person back in the day for the Oakland A's. And then he ended up being on their team. Now, here's a guy I'm going to throw back at you. Now, this is going, if Easy Kill gets this one, he's, like Ed Lenny would say, genius of the day. Now, I'm going to throw one at you. If you remember, who did Dan Pasqua play for originally? Danny Pasqua. Who did he play for? Now, if you can get this one, you're doing pretty damn good without looking it up. He had a couple of years he played for the, I almost said it. He had a couple, he never had a great year. He had one good year in his whole career. The man's name is Danny Pasqua. No, wasn't the Dodgers. I don't even know if he ever played for the Dodgers. I know of two teams he definitely played for. I don't know if it was the Dodgers, though. It might have been. That would have been it. No, wasn't it? Yeah, you're close, though. You think it was the Dodgers first? Nope. He played for the Yankees first. The original team Dan Pasqua played for is the Yankees. Later, he was traded to the White Sox, if I recall. The Yankees traded him for a pitcher, I think. I don't know if it was Brett Burns or one of them lefties that the White Sox had. The Yankees tried to get. I don't know. I think it might have been Brett Burns, if you guys remember that guy. He was a lefty for the Chicago White Sox. He had a couple of decent years, I think, with the White Sox. I think the Yankees got him, and he was a big pile of garbage. I don't think he ever panned out. Yeah, you have the Yankee. Yeah, it's a nice. Dan Pasco had a nice card. Well, he was. I got the year. There's some nice cards back in. I wish I could read this. I think it was 1986, either 85 or 86. The cards that came out for Topps were black and white cards. They were really sharp, but they were tough to keep well. And any cards from back then, the borders were black and white. I loved them. They're one of my favorite cards. But they were very hard to keep because if you got a little nick on the black part of your baseball card, the value of that card went right down the tubes. So you have to really be careful with your baseball cards because a little bit of like a deform, or you want to call it a defect on your card, and man, the value of the card goes down to nothing. So if you're gonna collect baseball cards, I suggest I have these plastic things I put them in. I also have plastic. What do you call it? I have little plastic. The cards go in. They snap into them like they're like a snap card, which really works well for the card. Keeps them in good shape. And then I also have these wooden ones that are expensive. They cost me a couple of bucks each. They're screwed. You put the card into the plastic, and then you screw it, and it's like almost like a picture frame for your baseball or any kind of card, sports cards. And I was lucky enough. At one time, I used to go to a lot of the shows, so I used to get pretty good deals on somebody because it costs you money. Right now I got a bunch of cards around me, and I got all these all this stuff to put the cards in, and it's not cheap. It's funny because some of the plastics that you pay for. Hey, what's up there, Kevin? How are you, buddy? Join in, brother. Yeah, these plastic holders. They're not, they start costing you like some of these guys at these shows. They used to charge you like $1, for like 10 of them, and then you could buy. I used to buy them in bulk because I had so many cards. Because you start spending a ton of money. Kevin, we're playing a little game over here, so stick around if you want to join us. What we're doing basically is I'm giving you a name of a guy, one of the players, and you're gonna tell me basically. Well, there's a home run. Who hit that home run? Number 12, Todd Frazier just hit a 2-run home run for the Mets. We'll keep you informed here as the Mets are winning 5-3 now. They're playing San Francisco today in New York. So Mr. Todd Frazier still got a pulse, ladies and gentlemen. Still has a pulse. The old Todd Frazier. Now we're going to go back. Here's one for you. Easy Kill and Jim Ross is here too. All right, so we got 3 guys. Now, guys, pay attention here. So we got a few people in the chat room now. We're going to see who gets this first. Basically, I'm going to tell you a player, and you guys are going to tell me the original team that he started his career with. Now, if you guys got that, I hope you got it. We're going to start off, at least there's 3 years around right now. But I'm going to give you the player. The first guy to get it wins for, like Lenny would say, genius of the day. What is the original team that John Franco played on to start his major league career? Chat room, it's all yours. John Franco. What is the original team that John Franco played on? Kevin, Easy, Jim Ross, anybody else in the chat room? You're up. You are up. It's that time. Don't hold yourself back. Kevin says the Mets. You are incorrect, my friend. Easy Kill gets it right. It is the Reds. His original team was the Cincinnati Reds. That's right. Johnny Franco started with the Cincinnati Reds. Later in his career, he did play for the New York Mets. I think did he get over to the Mets in a trade? Matter of fact, I think the Mets and the Reds made a trade where the Reds traded Johnny Franco to the Mets and the Mets traded Randy Myers to the Cincinnati Reds. Can you verify that, my friend Easy Kill? Is that the proper trade? Am I getting it right? It was Randy Myers for Johnny Franco. I think that was the trade. Yeah, it came up in 1984, John Franco. Yep, that's the story. That is the story. Let's dig deep here, folks. Now this one's. I'm gonna give you guys a. I'm gonna give you this one. This one you may not be that easy, but I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. Yeah, there's the trade. All right. All right, folks. Let's see. Well, I don't got this. Here's a guy that played. He was an arch enemy for the New York Mets. I kind of gave it away. What was the original team that Willie McGee played on? What was the original team that Willie McGee started his major league career with? Now, he has to play. This thing is. Yeah, actually, this is. Man, that's the way it goes. Easy says the Giants. That is incorrect. Willie McGee did not start his career with the New York Giants or the San Francisco Giants. You're on the clock, Kevin, Jim Ross. And now the Mets are up 6-3, ladies and gentlemen, as the San Francisco Giants continue their plummet. What the hell is going on with Echeverria, man? This guy's always on base. It's unbelievable. The guy couldn't hit for nothing. He's got home runs coming out of his ears. Kevin says it's the Cardinals. Now, Kevin, I'm going to give you half of a win for this one. I believe, the back of the card says the Cardinals. I almost remember Willie McGee was traded from the Yankees to the Cardinals for Bob Tewksbury. Now, I think he played at least a game for the Yankees. So, I'm not 100% sure because the back of this stupid card doesn't have it. But I'm positive he played at least one game for the Yankees. But he definitely played with the Cardinals for many years. So, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. You are the man, Kevin. You get that right. Now, here's a picture. They're Googling it. Nah, not these guys. All right, here's one for you guys. What pitcher? What team did Jimmy Key originally play for? What team did Jimmy Key originally pitch for? You're on the clock, fellas. Now, Jimmy Key was a good pitcher for a long time. Steady customer. No, it's not the Giants. Yes, Jim Ross gets it. It's the Blue Jays. He definitely was started out with the Blue Jays. Jim Ross gets it. The point for Jim Ross. Yeah, Jimmy Key started out with the Blue Jays back in 1984, I believe. And then later on in his career, he emerged with the Yankees. Played for the Yankees for quite a few years. Here's one for you guys. This shouldn't be too hard. Did play for, let's see. I don't think he played. This one you should get no problem. I mean, here's one. This is going to be a quick one. Now, it was Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key is the answer. Jim Ross got the thing. Michael Schmidt. What team did Mike Schmidt originally play for? His first team in the major leagues. Mike Schmidt. Hall of Famer. Mike Schmidt. After the American League. What are you talking about? You can't get that one? That's the National League. Oh, I gave it away. That's right. Kevin got it. Kevin jumped in there and got it first. Kevin, you the man. You are the man. You got it. That's it. He's the Philly. He's a Philly. That was easy, right? That was an easy one. I'll give you another easy one. What is the original team that George Brett played for? What is the original team George Brett played for? Come on. Don't even think about it. Oh, Easy Kill says he had one of his friends had dinner with Mike Schmidt once. I hope he picked up the check. KC, of course, that was a gimme, Kevin. If Kevin Hastings didn't get George Brett, that was his original team. I would have had to tell him to evacuate the chat room. That would have been nasty. That wouldn't have been nice. I'd have to throw you out of the chat room. That one was a gimme. That was easy. That was easy. Let me get some more cards here. I got